A lot stands between our 25 drivers and victory at the Clash. 5 qualifying heat races, 2 transfer spots, a 20-lap main event, and of course, only one winner in the first main exhibition of the year. It's the Clash at Coke Zero. It's all part of the DPORL Cup Series 2024. Hello everybody, this is Drew Webb, or That DP Guy, and welcome to the heat races for the Clash at Coke Zero. Now this was an absolutely fantastic idea suggested by Alex Sanvital. I really appreciate the suggestion for Coke Zero Super Speedway. It is a 3-mile tri-oval, but the tri-oval portion is the back stretch. It's actually straight down the front stretch, so that's the unique portion of this track compared to the normal Coca-Cola Super Speedway. But I modified that idea, made it the Clash, and here we are with 5 heat races, 25 drivers. Between those 5 heat races, that means there's 5 in each, and the top 2 advance to the final. All right, we're going to go ahead and go down and get the command and get this event underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there we go. The command has been given at this point. These 5 cars are going to roll off. This is heat number 1. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Nothing real much to look at, but we've got Justin Perez on pole. This, of course, was by random draw. The random draw was live on this channel last night. So if you haven't seen that and you want to check for legitimacy of this drawing, go ahead and go to the random drawing under live streams. So like I said, Justin Perez on pole, Eric Monaco starting 2nd, Alex Smith 3rd, Caleb Rose starting 4th, and Nathan Ormond starting 5th. The winner of this heat race will start on the pole in the main event, and the 2nd place finisher will start 6th. So the stakes are high here. 3 drivers will go home. It is a green-white checkered finish. It is only 2 laps to determine the victor in this race. Not a lot of time to get things going. So because we don't have a lot of time, we're going to go ahead and get the scoreboard up right now. You will see all the drivers up here. You won't have much to look at. It will only update really twice after the green flag, the conclusion of lap 1 and at the finish of the race. You saw the little tri-oval there as they head into what is turn 3. It's a long pace lap here. During the pace laps, we'll have the question of the week responses and the question of the week for this week, so you don't get bored during these pace laps. Maybe even heats 4 and 5 will go ahead and skip the pace laps, just get you a quick starting lineup and get to the start of the race. But here we go. It's going to be 6 miles, 2 laps to determine 2 drivers that advance to the final. Here we go. Justin Perez in that 42 car with Eric Monaco on the outside. And I'll lead this field to green at Coke Zero Super Speedway. Looks like Perez and Monaco are even right now, but Perez is going to get to the inside of Monaco, maintain first position it looks like. Now Alex Smith side by side with Monaco with Nathan Ormond peeking underneath. Here we go, Nathan Ormond to the inside, Justin Perez up top to block. Here we go. We're down the back stretch at this point. This is turn number 3. As that 27 of Alex Smith is now to the inside as we are over 240 miles per hour with now just 1 lap to go in heat number 1. Perez still managing to lead, just trying to hang on to a transfer position. So is Eric Monaco. Can Monaco hang on, or will it be that 27 of Alex Smith? Caleb Rose is still back there hunting for position. Who's going to get the transfer spots? Through the tri-oval on the backstretch, Justin Perez continuing to lead, and the 27 and 3 are side by side. Looks like the 3 getting the run on the outside. It's going to be close between those two. Who's it going to be? Justin Perez is going to advance, and it's going to be Eric Monaco getting the spot, and those two will transfer to the main event. That means that Caleb Rose, Alex Smith, and Nathan Ormond are all out, unfortunately. So that was quite the start. Not really what I expected there. Perez was able to really hold off the field well and maintain that lead. Despite not having a lot of people really wanting to help, they were fighting behind for their own positions, and that was detrimental in terms of trying to take the lead. So Justin Perez will start in the first position, and Eric Monaco will start in the 6th position for the main event. We'll go ahead and show you the results one more time. Perez, Monaco, transfer, Rose, Smith, and Ormond all eliminated. So we're going to move quickly tonight. It's a long slate of events. We're going to move to the second heat race in just a second. All right, we're going to go ahead and get the cars rolling for heat number 2 of 5 and get us moving here. As you can see, the 00 of Wyatt O'Connor drew the pole for this event in the 00 car, one of our new signups. To the outside is the 30 of CJ Gritter in that unique Kool-Aid car. You got Skylar Taylor in 3rd position in the 96, Zach Magoon in that 12, and finally Jack Haas rounding out the field in the 95. And so, while we're under this pace lap, we'll go ahead and show the results from the DPORL question of the week. Last week I asked, which manufacturer has the best chance of a breakout season in the DPORL Cup Series? And you all responded and said Chevrolet. Chevrolet has the best chance of a breakout season with 50% of the vote. 2 people voting Chevrolet and 1 each for Ford and Toyota. So there you go right there. Thanks for voting on that. We'll have the next question of the week during the pace lap of the next heat event. All right, so we're getting into turn 3 here. We are through that tri-oval as Wyatt O'Connor looking to lead the field to green for the first time in his career. His short career so far on the channel. Everybody's career is short at this point, but, you know, it's a notable statistic, I guess. Might as well point it out. Now, what will be interesting is, will Jack Haas, for example, be able to work his way through the field and up to the front, or will those leaders just have an extreme advantage? You know, Justin Perez was kind of able to control the field for those 2 laps, but we'll just have to see what goes on here based on what NR 2003 gave these ratings for the cars. All right. A 00. Wyatt O'Connor leads the field to green in the second heat event. And heading into turn 1, it'll easily be Wyatt O'Connor clearing at the moment as Magoon gets to the inside of Gritter, and here comes Taylor looking to the inside of Wyatt O'Connor. This is already a vastly different heat event than the last heat event, as that 96 of Skylar Taylor going for the lead with Jack Haas, and Jack Haas is already going to be in a transfer position. That is unbelievable at the moment. So Taylor and Haas in the transfer spots at the moment, but Zach Magoon to the inside of Jack Haas. Looks like Taylor is going to lead this lap, but who's going to lead the next lap? Magoon to the inside with 1 lap to go will get second position away, but here comes CJ Gritter now in the 30 car to the inside of Jack Haas. What can Gritter do to get the transfer position? Here we go. Taylor way out in front at this point. Will anybody be able to run them down? Looks like as we go into the tri-oval, these two will get a massive run of Magoon and Gritter. Here comes Magoon to the inside in the 12 machine with help from the 30th CJ Gritter in 3 and 4. It's going to be Zach Magoon taking the lead, CJ Gritter to second, and Taylor might lose out on that transfer. Unbelievable. We're going to come to the line, and it's going to be Magoon and Gritter transferring to the main event. How about that? And we're going to have some big names missing the show at this point. Skylar Taylor in the 96, unable to make the show after leading the first of 2 laps. It's unfortunate for them. Looked to make the show and get the momentum back on the right track, but just couldn't do it. Wyatt O'Connor, one of our new signups, unfortunately eliminated from contention. And Jack Haas, oh, what a heartbreaker for Jack Haas, who was up there, up front, made his way from the back all the way almost to the front, and unfortunately just was not able to hold it. So there you go. After 2 heat races, we had 2 vastly different races, and you know, I don't know what to expect for the next 3 after that. That was absolutely thrilling. And that's just the results of the green-white checkered format. Only 2 laps to make your move. And these drivers really put it all on the line. We'll go ahead and review one more time the official standings. Zach Magoon advancing, CJ Gritter advancing. Magoon will start 2nd in the main event, and Gritter will start 7th. Skylar Taylor, Wyatt O'Connor, and Jack Haas all eliminated. So now let's go ahead and move on quickly to heat race number 3 of 5. All right, we are back with heat number 3 with the 5 drivers in heat number 3 firing up their engines. It's going to be Kyler Sustry on pole in the 18, the 43 of Nick Kensington on the outside, then RJ Beers in the 19, Daniel Voiles in the 40, and then our newest sign-up of Tom Sloan in the 4 car. The question of the week this week, we're going to go ahead and get into it, is what is the most enjoyable element of racing in your opinion? Is it the crashes? Is it the finishes? How about the battles or potentially even the storylines? What is your most enjoyable element of racing? Go ahead and respond to that poll in the live chat, and we'll go ahead and display those results next week, but not really next week because it's literally 2 days from now, the opening race at Daytona. All right, we're getting prepared for heat number 3 on this long pace lap. Just an interesting fact to discuss, during the live stream last night, I thought that 4th position would be the worst position to try and win from, but as you saw, Zach Magoon was able to win that heat race from the 4th position. So either the 4th position isn't as hard to win from, or Zach Magoon had a really, really good race there. And I think it's the latter. So something to watch for sure, as we get heat 3 going. Will it be like the first heat and we have a dominant leader for these 2 laps? Or will it be like the second heat where total chaos will break out? The pace car is now off, and we are going to get ready for heat number 3. Here we go. 18, Kyler Sustry leading the field to green for heat number 3 of 5. Into turn 1, Sustry more even with Kensington than the last heat the front 2 drivers were, but Sustry able to pull away for sure at the moment. RJ Beers battling with that 43 of Kensington at the moment as we go through the little tri-oval. Sustry able to hold the lead, pulling out to a significant advantage as the others battle side by side behind. They can't get single filed out. I don't think there will be any run that will be able to catch the leader. We're going to come to 1 lap to go here. Sustry in the lead. They are 3 wide behind, but that's only allowing that 43 of Nick Kensington to pull away. Here we go. We are now single filed out. Voiles to the inside of Kensington for 2nd position. That's a transfer spot right there. So Voiles into a transfer spot, Kensington out. Voiles looking low for the lead, but couldn't quite do it. Here comes RJ Beers looking, no, Kensington now looking. Let's see what Nick Kensington can do. Can Kensington get all the way up to the lead, possibly? Here we go, Kensington looking for the lead. It's going to be Tom Sloan looking to the inside, but not quite. It's going to be Sustry and Kensington getting the transfer spots, but a valiant effort from Tom Sloan to try and steal that away. So in the end here, the top two starters end up being the top two finishers, but it certainly didn't look easy for Sustry and Kensington. But those two will advance to the main event, meaning your three drivers eliminated at the moment. Well, why at the moment? I don't know why I said that. They're eliminated. They're gone. They're gone forever. Well, not really forever. They're gone for this event, not in the main event. It's going to be Tom Sloan, who came oh so close. RJ Beers, unfortunately, not able to make it. And Daniel Voiles, one of our race winners, not going to make the main event. So we'll take a look once again at the top five. There you can see it. Your two transfers, Sustry and Kensington. And there's Sloan, Voiles, and Beers, just not able to make it. And so with that, we'll move on to heat race number 4 as the field for the main event is starting to take shape. We'll see you in just a second. Don't have a whole lot to talk about here, so we're going to go ahead and cut in with these drivers rolling. It's going to be Lucien Bianchi on pole in the 17 car for heat number 4. And Brandon Rose in the 77 on the outside. We have Bradley Ream in the 6, Benny Watson in the 34, and Aaron Abel in the 1, rounding out the field. Our question of the week is all wrapped up. Just remember to get your response in by the end of the main event to be counted. Lucien Bianchi hoping that this race works out like heat races 1 and 3, but all the others, especially Benny Watson and Aaron Abel, hoping that this race works out a little bit like the second heat event. These 5 drivers all hungry to make the main event. We'll just have to see how it works out after 2 laps here. There goes the pace car once again. And it's going to be Bianchi, this time leading the field to green, with Brandon Rose to the outside. As they go into turn 1, they are absolutely side by side, but that 17 is strong enough to pull ahead. Let's see what Bradley Ream can do with the help of Aaron Abel. Ream to the inside, Abel to the inside. They're going to try and work together to steal the top 2 transfer positions. Now Abel looking 3 wide, but that's not going to work real well. And so Ream, Abel, and Watson all on the inside. It's going to be a tight one here. We can already tell we're getting a bit of a cycle. Watson to the inside. They're going to go 3 wide. That's not going to be very helpful. They're single filing out at the top. Looks like the inside still trying to hang on. We are under 1 lap to go. Abel wasn't clear though. And Watson now to the inside. Bradley Ream way out in front. But it's going to be Benny Watson in second position at the moment. Will Brandon Rose look to the inside? Not quite. Here comes Lucien Bianchi looking for a position potentially. But here comes Benny Watson to the inside of Bradley Ream. Will Bradley Ream have yet another heartbreaker? It looks like that will be the case. Unbelievably, the 77 of Brandon Rose is going to sneak in. Watson and Rose advance, and Ream is out. Unbelievable. Oh, that is so unfortunate for the 6 of Bradley Ream, who just slipped up in the last corner, couldn't hold it, and he's out of the main event. And so it's Watson that will be starting 3rd in the main event. Or no, I'm sorry, 4th. That's my bad. This is heat number 4 of 5. Got the heats mixed up here. Watson will start 4th, and the 77 of Brandon Rose will start in 9th position. So as these 5 cars roll back on to pit road, we actually have a very similar scenario to Heat 2, where the 4th place driver won the event and the 2nd place starter finished 2nd in the event. Very interesting there. Got some patterns forming. We'll take a look one more time at your official results of heat race number 4. Benny Watson, Brandon Rose transferring, and it's going to be Bradley Ream, Lucian Bianchi, and Aaron Abel, unfortunately out. Will not make the main event. We'll go ahead and advance quickly to heat number 5, the final heat, and the final chance to cement your spot in the main event. As we move to heat race number 5, it's pretty clear where you want to be if you want to win your heat. You either want to start 1st or start 4th. And that's where Samad Ozkin and Matthew Hubert are starting right now. We'll have to see if the 5th heat race will follow the pattern of the first 4, or will it have an entirely new combination of chaos. We're yet to see anything out of the normal, either the 1st or 4th place driver winning. But we'll see if Jonathan Carrison, Alex Sanvital, or Bryce Egan have anything to do to beat them. We'll just have to see. And after that absolutely butchered sentence, let's go ahead and talk about Samad Ozkin, who's had an absolutely horrific year to this point in the exhibition events. Just has been absolutely nowhere, but looking to turn the season around before it starts. We can call this the unofficial start of the season, being the Clash. We'll kind of mark things from here. This is kind of more official than the last 3 exhibition races, although those results are also official in this series. But we still have a heat to decide. Top 2 will transfer. This is the last chance for these 5 drivers. Samad Ozkin leads them to green. Ozkin got a fantastic jump into turn 1, but will he be able to hold on to that advantage? Looks like Sanvital's clear in the 41. Bryce Egan's probably going to clear as well at the moment. Looks like Egan will clear. Carrison will slot in 4th. Hubert will be 5th at the moment. So right now your 2 transfers would be Samad Ozkin and Alex Sanvital, but we'll just have to see how this shakes out as the 41 to the inside of the 22 for the race lead. They're going to go at it, and look at Carrison to the inside. Oh boy, we've got some action here. We're side by side with 1 lap to go. Here we go, the whole pack closing in on each other. The 41 and 22 side by side, but it's going to be the 41 of Sanvital to the lead. Carrison is going to make the move for 2nd. Looks like Matthew Hubert looking for 3rd position. Will any moves be able to be made as we go through the tri-oval down the back stretch? What will Carrison be able to do to knock out Ozkin? What can Ozkin do on that outside? It's all going to come down to the final corner. Who's going to get the exit? Here we go. Let's see. It's going to be between Ozkin and Carrison. Who's it going to be at the line? Oh, man. Who got it? It looks like Samad Ozkin got it at the line. Unbelievable. Apologies for not having a great angle of the finish there because the cameras are slightly off center, so you don't get a perfect photo finish angle there. But Ozkin able to transfer. It's going to be Alex Sanvital winning from the 3rd position, and Ozkin advancing after finishing 2nd in the event after starting in the 1st position. And that means Jonathan Carrison, Bryce Egan, and Matthew Hubert are out, and Ozkin and San Vital get great momentum swingers for the season. How about that? With those two making the big show, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to have to go ahead and set our field of 10, so we'll go ahead and run down the top 5 here, although the only 5 here. San Vital and Ozkin advance. Carrison, Egan, Hubert out of the main event. So we'll go ahead and get you to the spreadsheet and show you who's starting where, who's advancing, who's not. We'll have a little fun with this. All right. I will see you there in just a second. All right, we are on the spreadsheet, and my spreadsheet just went absolutely wild here for no reason. But as we scroll back up, you can see that Justin Perez will be on pole for the main event. He was able to advance by winning heat race number 1. Starting second will be the winner of heat race number 2. That is the number 12 of Zach Magoon. Starting third will be Kyler Sustry, who won heat race number 3. Starting fourth will be Benny Watson, who won heat race number 4. And starting fifth will be the winner of heat race number 5, Alex San Vital. Starting sixth in the main event is Eric Monaco, who was able to secure that runner-up finish in heat number 1. Starting seventh is the 30 of CJ Gritter, finishing behind Zach Magoon in heat number 2. Starting 8th will be the 43 of Nick Kensington. Starting 9th will be the number 77 of Brandon Rose. And finally, starting 10th and barely squeaking into the main field is Samad Ozkin in that 22. So I'm excited to bring this main event to you. It's going to be 20 laps of pure racing action at Coke Zero Superspeedway. Let's go ahead and go trackside to finally get pre-race ceremonies for the main event underway. All right, welcome to the main event, the Clash at Coke Zero. We've got our 10 advancing drivers all here, ready to battle it out for glory at Coke Zero Superspeedway. It's going to be a 20-lap event. Of course, no pit stops. Everybody can make it on fuel. And this is only the best of the best at Coke Zero, the drivers who are able to finish first or second in their heat events. I wanted to do a field size of 10 because that was very similar to the inaugural real-life Clash, which had 9 drivers participate. I wanted to keep the length the same as well, doing 20 laps. And we're going to have a fun show in those 20 laps. We're going to go trackside and get the command for the main event at Coke Zero Superspeedway.
Drivers, start your engines!
There we go, command given. Engines firing up, and we're going to get ready to roll off. We're going to go ahead and go through your starting lineup, the 10 drivers in the field for the Clash. Starting on pole, like I said, was the heat winner of heat number 1. That is Justin Perez, who has had a wonderful start to the year in terms of pace, but hasn't been able to pick up a win yet. To his outside is the 12. That is Zach Magoon in the 12 car, who was a more recent sign-up, but has also seen some success for sure at some of these tracks. In third position, that is the 18 of Kyler Sustry, who started out strong in the first exhibition event, but just hasn't been able to do anything since then. In fourth position is the 34 of Benny Watson, who ended up winning an exhibition event and is looking to back up his resume. In the fifth position, Alex San Vital, who has been unfortunately not the luckiest driver to this point, and in sixth position, the 3 of Eric Monaco, who's been pretty average to this point. He's had some good upfront runs, but nothing ridiculously special at this point. Of course, in the custom 30 car, we have CJ Gritter in the Kool-Aid machine. And then in 8th position, we have Nick Kensington, one of our more recent signups who made the event. Ninth position is the 77 of Brandon Rose, who made the event by finishing, finishing second in heat number 4, and then finishing second in heat number 5, that 22 of Samet Ozkin, who finally has some good luck this year. The pace car is going to pull off. We are going to have a fun 20-lap main event to decide who is the top driver at Coke Zero. Here we go. We are green. Justin Perez leading the field into turn 1. Off of turn 1 and into the tri-oval, it's Justin Perez. Off of turn 2, it's Justin Perez leading. The tri-oval, of course, down the backstretch. It's very unique at this track. Kyler Sustry now taking the lead as Justin Perez is going to fall back, and these drivers are absolutely flying here. Looks like we're going to have some potential 3-wide action as Brandon Rose peeks to the inside, but he's all by himself. What's he going to do? Looks like it's just going to force a 3-wide mess into turns 1 and 2. That's going to hurt that outside line significantly. But what's not hurt is that inside line. The top 3 all look low on Sustry, and that 41 of Alex Sanvital is going to take the lead, but not for long. We're going to get a shuffle tonight. CJ Gritter now to the lead. We're through turns 3 and 4. Benny Watson in second position. Justin Perez now looking inside. Watson just staying to the outside, pushing that 30 car and trying to stay clear of Justin Perez. 3-wide action back behind with Kensington, but they sort that out. Gritter is the leader. Right now they were looking 3-wide in the middle of the pack. Didn't quite make it 3-wide at this point. Everybody trying to settle in, but at the same time trying to gain positions when possible. CJ Gritter still leading the main event. Benny Watson and Justin Perez right behind. Here comes Perez to the inside, making a move on that 34 of Watson for second position, and now trying to look for the lead on the 30 of CJ Gritter. Looks like Perez got a good run, won't be able to do anything with it as Kensington to the inside 3-wide. Whoa! And that's going to force Gritter way up the track as Nick Kensington will take the lead, but Eric Monaco now looking inside of Kensington. This fun 3-wide action as Samet Ozkin now to the inside. We are still 3-wide. We're just changing the drivers that are 3-wide. Can we go 4-wide? No, Sustry not making it 4-wide at the moment. Looks like Ozkin is going to remain the leader for now as the 41 Sanvital looking to the inside once again. We are on lap 5 of 20 at this point. Still a long ways to go. Here's 4-wide. How about that? Brandon Rose to the inside 4-wide. That's going to put Justin Perez on the way outside, but it's sorted out as Ozkin still leads, Sustry and Monaco behind at the moment. Looks like Sustry getting a good push from Monaco, but looks like Monaco's going to look to the inside before Sustry can do anything. Looks like Ozkin's going to slip up the track a bit with these high speeds. It's hard to maintain stability, and Monaco is going to be side by side with the 22 of Ozkin. Man, they were close at the line. Look at that, 0.00 seconds at the line. What a finish that would be, as Monaco taking the lead with Sustry looking underneath. Looks like the 18's got help, and Kyler Sustry will be going to the front. Sustry with help from Brandon Rose. We are 2 by 2 at the moment. But look at that, there's CJ Gritter looking inside, and we are now 3-wide once again. Will Gritter get a good enough run to get to the inside of Sustry? Looks like Gritter will get to the inside of Sustry with help from Sanvital, and Benny Watson all the way down to the inside at the moment. We've got quite the pack right here. It's almost too hard to call with all these position changes, as Gritter still leads at the moment. Here comes the 41 though. Will the 41 make a move to the inside? Looks like Gritter blocked a bit, and that's going to help Gritter. With Gritter blocking, San Vital stays tucked in behind, and Benny Watson and Nick Kensington are now side by side. We start to string out a bit at the back. So here comes Gritter with help from that 41. Looks like Gritter will lead this lap as well. Further back in the pack, the outside lane with the advantage, it seems, as the inside starting to fade just a little bit. The top 4 are clear. Now the top 5 are clear, but look at this. Here goes Benny Watson to the inside as more 3-wide action between Sustry, Ozkin, and Perez. Looks like that 34 is strong tonight as well. But the top 2 just staying put, working with each other, and trying not to lose the top positions. We're starting to spread out a little bit, but look at that. There's Benny Watson making a move to the inside with help from Nick Kensington. And so Watson will be a clear second position, but Kensington almost made the move inside even farther. But look who's going to do that. It's going to be Samit Ozkin to the inside, 3 wide. That's going to put San Vital way on the outside lane. Watson to the middle, and Ozkin down bottom. But Justin Perez now is able to get under Ozkin. The NR cycle at its finest, as we almost have a massive wreck there. But luckily Ozkin was clear of the 42 car. Wow, that was really, really close. At the moment, Gritter still able to lead. Looks to be the dominant car of the race so far. We're going to hit lap 10 as Ozkin may be timing a run for a move into 1. We'll have to see how that works out. Will Ozkin make the move? Zach Magoon's making a move way back there. It looks like Ozkin did not make the move. Ozkin will stay tucked behind that 30 of CJ Gritter as the back of the pack gets itself sorted out. Justin Perez to the inside of Monaco, not going to be able to make that move. We have a 4-car breakaway for a bit, but Monaco now looking to the inside of Ozkin. That's going to bring the back half of the pack right back to him. But Gritter still able to lead. We're going to get to the halfway point of this race, still caution free. No cautions yet, and Gritter the leader at the moment. Eric Monaco being pushed by Justin Perez. Ozkin all by himself on that outside as the inside tries to form a run once again. But it's not going to happen if they keep cycling like this. If you keep cycling, we just continue to have side-by-side action for second position, but the leader is never going to lose the lead. They got to work together to pass the leader. It still takes some technique. It's not all luck at super speedways like this. But here we go, massive run from Brandon Rose. What will Rose do with that run? Looks like Rose lost the run, not going to be able to do anything with it because Sustry now to the inside of Brandon Rose. Further back in the pack, looks like we have some battling, not too much battling at this point. Occasional 3-wide action as drivers try and peek to the inside and make more moves, but nothing insane, nothing 4-wide, nobody making stupid moves at this point. Looks like Gritter is far out in front at this point. I don't see how these drivers couldn't get a run. But here we go again, more cycling, and that's unfortunately going to result in no run unless actually Kensington's going to get help from the 22 of Ozkin. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take the lead, but we'll have to see into turn 1. Will Kensington be able to make a move? Not quite. Peaking, but not quite able to get there. And so Ozkin will move to the inside of Kensington as these drivers continue to cycle. Watson wanted to go 3-wide, but staying put there, and we're finally going to have a move. Off the tri-oval into turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Samit Ozkin, the new race leader at this point, finally dethroning that 30 of CJ Gritter. But here comes Alex San Vital with help from Benny Watson. Ozkin will lead that lap. But San Vital to the inside, going to make that pass work. So the 41 is the leader right now. Benny Watson now to the inside, looking to take that position. And once the dominant leader is cycled back, you get a huge cycle for the lead. Everybody just trying to claim that lead, and some drivers harmed because of it. Looks like Monaco wanted to look inside 3 wide but couldn't, and because of that, Brandon Rose was able to look inside 3 wide. Could we have 4 wide for the lead? Not quite. But Perez is going to look 3 wide for the lead, all the way down to the bottom with the help of Magoon. We are 4 wide in the middle of the pack for second position. That 41 going to be cycled way, way back on that outside lane. As Benny Watson leading on lap 15 of 20, and Magoon to the inside for second, with help from Nick Kensington. What a race we've had so far. We're really getting down to it. Who will win at Coke Zero Super Speedway? Zach Magoon gonna lead his first lap if everything works out here. Potentially, yes, Zach Magoon will lead that lap. As CJ Gritter already back to challenging for the lead. So CJ Gritter with an unbelievable car today. But look at that. We finally have drivers working against that 30th CJ Gritter. As San Vital will get to the inside and will cycle out Gritter once again. This is amazing stuff. The drivers have figured out that 30 car of CJ Gritter. If they can just work together, they will be able to pass a dominant leader. But right now, it's Sestrai and Ozkin, first and second. Looks like Eric Monaco is going to get third at the line, if I'm correct. Yes, Monaco was third at the line. Sestrai way to the inside, Ozkin to the inside. The 3 of Eric Monaco now to the inside fully of that 41. Looks like Monaco will take third position as they're all lined up behind. We're getting right down to it on lap 17 of 20. Monaco to the inside of Ozkin. Can Monaco get all the way to the inside of Sestrai? Looks like Monaco's going to dive way down and try and get a run, trying to block the run as well. Sestrai will lead that lap, 3 laps to go. And we are 3 wide with 3 laps to go. Kensington way down low to the inside of, let's see, that's Brandon Rose. Now Kensington challenging inside for the lead of the overall race. Here we go. Kensington to the inside of Monaco. Nick Kensington is the leader at the moment, but will Justin Perez try and make a move? No, it's Zach Magoon making a move. Perez getting cycled out to the middle. Unbelievable. Here comes that 12 Magoon. We're going to have 2 laps to go. And we're going to have 2 drivers battling up front with the whole pack steaming behind. Here we go. Ozkin 4 wide with 2 laps to go. Wow. Look at this action. With just 4 to go. 2 to go. Kensington still leading at the moment. Ozkin desperate to try and steal this win away. And here comes Gritter as well with 2 laps to go. It's a 2-lap shootout. It's just what we've experienced before. Watson holding on the outside. Can Watson get a run to the inside? Yes, Watson can get a run to the inside. And here comes CJ Gritter to the inside. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead. Now back to just 2 wide for the lead. San Vital to the inside of Brandon Rose. Look at that. 3 wide with 1 lap to go. San Vital all the way down to the bottom. Will Alex San Vital be able to get the run and win the race? It would be unbelievable if that 41 could manage it. Here we go. Down the short chute, I should say, for the final time after the tri-oval. Here comes that 41 to the inside. Will Alex San Vital be able to launch a charge to beat the 30th CJ Gritter? Here they come to the line. It looks like it'll be CJ Gritter winning the clash at Coke Zero. What a race. What a finish. It's the first non-photo finish, which is kind of a disappointment, to be honest. But still, great racing all throughout, and it's going to be the 30 of CJ Gritter getting the win. Unbelievable. And you know what? I would say the best driver won that race. That 30 car was most dominant out front, was able to lead the most laps, and I really do feel that the 30 car was most deserving of the victory after everything today. He didn't even win his heat. He was second in his heat to the 12 of Zach Magoon. Zach ended up finishing in the 8th position in this main event. But, I mean, they must have made the right adjustments. Are able to end up front and win the Clash at Coke Zero. That is unbelievable. Well, good for CJ Gritter in that custom 30 car. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the final finishing order. So it's CJ Gritter winning this event by less than 1/10 of a second over that 41 of Alex Sanvital. Nick Kensington ended up 3rd in this event. Kyler Sustry 4th. And Eric Monaco in 5th position. In the 6th position, Sam Odoskin finally having a good run, making the main event, and able to have a respectable result to show for it. Brandon Rose also made the main event, finished 7th. Zach Magoon was able to finish 8th. Mildly disappointing after winning the second heat, but still good to make the main event. Justin Perez, unfortunately, falls from the pole to 9th position, just caught up poorly in the cycle when it happened, and Benny Watson in 10th position, rounding out the field. Those drivers at the back just caught out by the cycle at the end in the 4-wide action. Unbelievable. But after all that, man, I need to take a little bit of a break there. That's unbelievable. And guess what? We're heading to Daytona just 2 days from now. So you'll get all this again with unrestricted engines at Daytona. We might not see a cycle, but we'll see a form of technique racing in which the dominant cars are able to hang up front and everybody tries to pass them. I'm looking forward to this season, especially after this clash, and I just want to once again thank all of you for signing up for this series. It would not be possible without all of you. So thank you, the viewers, the sign-ups, everybody participating, everybody in this main event, everybody who missed the main event. I really appreciate your support. And we're ready to move on after the last exhibition event of the season to the first points race at Daytona International Speedway. We'll have a full season points format, no playoffs, 20 races. Most points at the end of the season will end up winning. So I'm just thrilled to start that. And with that, we conclude our telecast, if you want to say, production of The Clash at Coke Zero. Thank you all for watching. This is Drew Webb, that DP guy, signing off.